Fine form, Russia, for this game. It's Mexico in red serving, Russia in blue receiving. This is round 2 action from the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour. 4-star event here at the Cancun hub in Mexico. And a place in the quarterfinals is at stake. First point to Russia, get their side out from Leshukov. Russia have had a 5th in the first event here, then a 9th. Semenov with the serve. Remember watching Semenov when he first came onto the tour, and 31 now, but he was a real force. But the one thing it was struggling, he just didn't quite have the core strength needed at the start of his career to really achieve everything he was going to go on to achieve, but certainly has it now. That's a good serve for Rubio. Big hit from Leshukov. Gaxiola then with the serve. Easy lead that for Leshukov. Well, that was a chance for Gaxiola. No block, but he hasn't taken the ball high enough. So the first side switch, Russia leading by 1. Mexico have to be careful here. They don't let Russia get away early. There'll be no catching them. That helps. Semenov not finding the mark. That one didn't catch the block from Leshukov, so Mexico now back level. Leshukov the target, line block signalled. Good work by Semenov to get onto it. Free ball here for Mexico. Leshukov did well. He recovered very nicely for Russia. touch. Well, didn't touch Semenov in the block, despite the fact it looked like he was all over it. And that didn't touch him either. And the error from Rubio means Russia now up by 2. Good touch. That's an ambitious shot from Gaxiola. Definitely never had an angle to get that into court. He knows it now, he's played it. Leshukov a little static with his defense. That ball was only a step away from him, really. If he could have managed to get a step, he definitely would have got onto it. He's gone one way, and then he hasn't really taken a step. He's just fallen. He was disappointed with that. Desperate effort from Rubio, but to no avail. Good up. Unforced error. And Russia now leading by 4. So Mexico have called a timeout. Timeout that was called by Mexico to try and stop the rot, with Russia being 4 points up. Semenov serving Gaxiola. And that's another error. Good touch. Well, that was unlucky. And for those of you that are right-handers, there's a lesson in how to play the volleyball. Leshukov going to his left, playing the ball with his left, not trying to play it with his right, which would have meant having to play it with the back of his hand. Less control than if you're playing the ball left-handed, even if it's not your dominant hand. Scooping it up and keeping it in play. And you'll see all of the players here do that. Whichever side they're going is on the extremes, is the hand that they'll go with more often than not. Sometimes instinct takes over. Fell kindly for Rubio. That's a great swing from him. You see the movement from Gaxiola. He's had to go laterally, then move forward. He was going one way. You can't really run in a semicircle on the sand because you just can't get the grip. You've got to go one way and then move the other. You watch his movement. It was absolutely fine. He was just a little late getting to the ball. Semenov to serve once again. Big lead this for Russia. Could get bigger. Should get bigger. Does get bigger. Semenov just letting Mexico off the hook for a little bit. Rubio all in the net. Nicely done. A little hurry-up offense from Mexico. At the moment, though, it's not looking as if Russia are going to be pegged back by much here from Mexico. Side-out point, a big point, but still look good. Just really a side-out point, nothing for Russia to get worried about. Well played. Oh, well played. Gaxiola getting the better of Semenov. There's a little bit of a David and Goliath moment then. Oh, that was a mistake from Semenov. He knows it now, but he thought that Gaxiola was going to try and go block out off his hand, so pulled him out of the way, but Gaxiola only just about getting it over the net. Plenty of support for Mexico, but they've got a long way to go to get back into this one. Russia only needing 2 points to take this opening set. Oh dear. An arrow from Leshukov. It's getting a little bit sloppy from Russia. Oh, well done, Leshukov. Oh, brilliant. That's a really well-worked point. Having to get off of his knees, get up to play the ball, and then find that rainbow into the corner. And now it's set point for Russia. Leshukov for the set. Taken. So Russia will be very pleased with the way that one's gone, taking the opener against Mexico 21-16. Away we go with the second set. Mexico serving Gaxiola with the ball, and Leshukov is the player who's looking for the side out, and he's got that one, and that was now a wet volleyball as it's gone into the Caribbean Sea. Big swing from Leshukov to get the first set up and running. Oh dear, Semenov almost caught out by that. And he's played that right to where Gaxiola was waiting, but this time though, Semenov right across the net, and Russia up 2-0. Nice joust, well recovered by Rubio. That's too tight. Semenov all onto it, and then finishes it off. Good strength that from Semenov. Always a bit tricky. He's over the top of the ball, so could quite easily have been pushed back off of it. Great strength, and not only that, he's able to keep his hands on the ball for so long, even whilst he's in the air, still be above the net. Well played. Mexico getting a point back. Solid side out that from Leshukov. So at the first end change, Russia already establishing a lead, just as they did in the first set. That's an easy leave. Rubio looking for the side out. Oh, he's got it right off of the head of Semenov. Well played, Rubio. Leshukov taking no chances playing that one. Oh, good up from Rubio again. Nice break from him. But off the net, he's tried to hit a winner. That would have been all right if he was on the net. And now he's struggling a little bit. That was an energy-sapping rally. It's still very warm here. Game started at 10 o'clock in the evening local time. So important to go in with a full swing as Gaxiola did, because that then allows him to go and play a shot, and it keeps the defence in the sand and not allowed to move. Great play, Gaxiola just holding his ground and then able to keep Leshukov in the cross court while he rolls the line. One thing that Russia have to do is stay focused, keep the discipline, and not allow Mexico to get back in. That's an interesting contact from Gaxiola. Hands must have been close together. To be called for the double, and Rubio with a really good play. And just like that, Mexico have drawn level. Game on now in this second set. Well played, Rubio. Leshukov using the pace on that ball to continue it down the line. They're going after Gaxiola. Line block signalled. Not much you can do about that when the ball hits the net, can go anywhere. It's important that things like that don't affect you mentally when you're on the receiving end. It's a massive swing. Well watched by Leshukov. Good touch from Rubio. Oh, it's a good break off the net as well by Semenov. Could have stayed in, decided to break. Good up, good rally this one. Oh, well played Semenov again, decided not to block. But no one's got real control. There's a better chance now for Mexico. And a net touch against Semenov. And look at that, everybody is knackered. It's a clash of knees between Rubio and Semenov. That's also affecting matters. Catch it on the knee, get caught like that on the kneecap. It is very painful. That's the clash. And just Semenov's leg going across the kneecap of Rubio. That would have been very painful. Nice pass by Leshukov. Well, there's lots of line to work with, not taken, and at the technical timeout, it's Mexico who have the lead. Back to the action once again. Mexico making a really good fight of it in this second set. That's not going to be allowed. That was a roll shot onto Gaxiola and he's volleyed it, so he's been called for a double touch by Rui Cavallo. And that time Gaxiola working Semenov's hands, so makes up for his earlier error. Mexico creating chances, but not capitalizing on them fully at the moment. These two teams never played each other before, so finding out a lot about each other at the moment, that's for sure. Great swing from Rubio as he hammers one to the line. Big hit from Leshukov. More like it from him. Oh, and a good serve that. Mexico in trouble. They keep it in play. Well, they're doing really well here, but that's too tight, surely. No, it's won by Gaxiola because he's under Semenov and he keeps his arm straight. Gives a little, pushes back. Semenov can't block it. And somehow the point is rescued. Watch the arm of Gaxiola. Keeps it straight and is able to keep the ball in play. It's a massive shout from Leshukov. I think he's trying to create all the noise for Russia because there's plenty of support here for Mexico, as you might expect. And that one off the fingertips of Rubio and away. We're all square. Such a good chase from Leshukov, but he's just gone after it and put too much on it. This game is going to come down to how well Leshukov can play now on the run up to 21. He's the player being selected by Mexico on serve receive. He's also the player having to defend behind Semenov's block. So it's about him keeping his side-out game intact, and two, trying to make some picks off of Mexico's side-out attempts. Semenov stopping it from coming in, but that's unlucky from Russia's point of view. It bounced up very kindly for Gaxiola to swing away on a free net. That's well played, Mexico. Error from Semenov, of all people, and now Mexico have a 2-point lead. Understandably, Russia have called timeout. Well played, Semenov. Side out achieved. It is, however, now Russia who have got to force the issue somewhat. Because from Mexico's point of view, they could side out all the way to taking this set. I don't know if there was a bit of miscommunication there between Semenov and Leshukov, because they left 3/4 of the court available for Gaxiola to roll the ball into. Well, trying to block cross court, he was too far to the line anyway. Semenov didn't take enough cross court away. That was an easy side out for Mexico. Another end change. Can Mexico find the 3 points they're looking for at this next side switch to force this match to a decider? Or can Russia get a couple of break points? They'll need two. They need 2 points from serving or block defense to turn this around in their favor. That's not going to help. I reckon we're going into a decider. That's great work from Leshukov. In tight to the net. And gets it off the hands of Rubio. Once again, Gaxiola's net has helped him out so many times. They really have rode their luck in this second set, Mexico. It's another one that evades Russia. Set point for Mexico. Still in play, but not any longer. Great block from Rubio, and Mexico take the second set, 21-18. That's got everybody on their feet here in Cancun, because now we're heading into a tiebreaker, first to 15, to see who carries on in the tournament. Tie break to decide the outcome of this one between Mexico and Russia. Gaxiola to serve, first to 15, takes it. Gaxiola thought that was going out, so he let it go. Semenov with his first serve. Oh dear. A few whoops and hollers as he went to serve, and now some huge roars. Now he's missed it. He's got to put all that out of his mind. Touch from Gaxiola, Rubio sprinting across. But it's advantage with Russia here. And that is a wonderful cut shot. And now Rubio's unhappy with the setting. Lovely shot that cross court. Semenov with some words of encouragement for Leshukov. Nodding sagely. Side out required for Russia. Before we go to the end change, who's going to have the lead? And it will be Russia, just. This time, Leshukov it is, flirting with the net. Semenov missed his last serve. Going with the jumper now. Oh, he's foot faulted. So he mustn't laugh, but you can tell he foot faulted because he tripped up on the line. Surely too tight. Gaxiola that time can't win the joust. Good touch from Leshukov. That's brilliant. And Russia make a little breakthrough. Well played by Gaxiola. Right on to the baseline. Nice touch. Chance for Mexico to have the lead, but that's a down ball only. Semenov onto it. Wondering what a down ball is. It's one where there's a little bit of pace on it, but not a great deal, and one that's easily picked off by the defenders. That, on the other hand, is a full-blown spike and a point for Russia. Touch. And a great block from Semenov. Oh, but it's gone against Semenov. Net touch. And it's a 5-all end switch. That was the net and the block, and then a throw down. And Semenov touches the net. That's still moving. Leshukov much prefers to hit the ball, given the opportunity he does to come up with shots. Good feet from Rubio. And that's definitely Leshukov's to go after, but again, he's quite static in defense, Leshukov, at times. Perhaps a little lighter in his feet. He would get to this one. He's just taken such a big step and gone one way and didn't back himself to continue through the other. a serve. Leshukov that time spinning to play that ball into his partner instead of angling his shoulders and his platform. He's put it into the sea practically. Off balance, twisting away, not a good pass. The gator not quite working for Gaxiola. So net touch again by Semenov. Another side switch, Mexico hanging in there. Unfortunately, that time Rubio into the net. He made a lot of distance off of the block to turn and chase that ball. It just shows how much ground and how much area you can cover as a blocker. So he's right at the net, and look where he touches that ball. That's a good 6 feet away from where the net is. Leshukov, Semenov think that's a massive carry on the set from Gaxiola. Gaxiola saying Rubio got away with that one. But was it? Not really. Great set, great finish. Russia's attention now, if it's being turned away from what's happening on court to the referees, to the officials, that's a good sign for Mexico. And that's a great swing though from Leshukov. Somehow, Rubio left his arms a little too far apart. He's going with the spread block, not really watching. It's cost him. Good side out from Mexico to keep themselves in front. They're getting closer and closer to the finish line. And Mexico it is. They're just about ahead. Chance here for Mexico for 11-9. Oh, good out from Leshukov. Semenov on the chase. Oh, always going to go crashing through the net, but he didn't touch the net. It's been given as in. That's incredible. Somehow, Leshukov's put that ball down, got under the net, not through it, and not taken out. Rubio either. She's not allowed to impede players. Have a look at this again. Did he touch the net? What did it look like he did, didn't it? Tough one that though from the angle. Can't really tell. Russia get the point. Another side switch. Timeout called by Mexico. Leshukov in the right place. And bounces that one. A real confidence-boosting point if ever they needed one for Russia. Now that is a big, big point in the context of this match now. A lot of work for Mexico to do. Oh, done by Rubio. That's a huge swing from him. It is only a side-out point, though. They still need to find something from the serving line. Russia looking good with their side-out game at the moment. They've got to keep it going. They cannot afford any slip-ups. Mexico have got to pull it out the bag if they're going to turn it around now. Semenov. Good touch. Oh, that's quality from Russia. Absolute quality. What a chase from Leshukov. He was never going to play the ball after he touched it, and he's winded himself getting it. It's just as well that Semenov played this one over. In fact, it touched him, so he had to anyway. What a get that is. And what an angle that is from Semenov. Leshukov looking on, trying to catch his breath. It's match point now for Russia. Have they taken the wind out of Mexico's sails? It looks like it, doesn't it? Well, that's it. It's all over. Error from Rubio. And Russia have managed to get the victory. 15-11 in the decider. After they comfortably took the first set, Mexico bounced back to take the second. And it was neck and neck in the third to 10-10. And then Russia made their move, got the job done, and have booked their place in the quarterfinals. That was an excellent game of beach volleyball to wrap up proceedings.